MTE Tools, it's the little things that make the big difference.
The king of useful doodads, making your job easier every day.
Feel the difference with CBD Direct Oils.
CBD oils may have the health benefits for your aches and pains.
Thanks for sponsoring our show.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, it is another PDR tool time. I hope you are enjoying this while you listen to it, while you are either getting ready for the day, you're in your car onto your first job, or maybe you're just setting up your nice little shop there. But we got a good show for you. It's number 205. We got Vince D'Alessandro. We got Daniel Gromm, John Renstrom. Oh, this is Hudson. Hi, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Hope you're having a good day.
All right.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
I feel like I should be wearing a robe and boxing gloves after getting that kind of an intro, you know?
Yeah.
He's an excitable boy.
Excitable. Yes. Why are you so excited today, Hudson? Is it because of our show that we have coming on up here? Or what?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is also going to be airing the week of MTE. So this is pre-excitement of the legitimate excitement that will be happening that week.
Yes. When's everyone getting in? I'm getting in Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I'm getting in late Wednesday. Like I'll be picking up my rental car around 10.
Okay. Now
I'll be about 5:30.
Now who regrets getting in on Wednesday and not Tuesday? Me.
Yeah, after I heard all the cool things, like especially with Don last week and what he was talking about,
Yeah.
I'm like, dang it.
Yeah. So now between the Stanliner event and Don's Make It Rain with Dave Streen and the TDN open house that's going on afterwards on Wednesday night, I'm going to be late for that. I'm probably going to miss that. So
Yeah.
I'm not even going to make it.
yeah. Well,
You know what I had the best was when I was able to drive my bus down and just stay in Orlando for the whole week and then leave the week after.
well, that's the luxury
That was
of
the
a
most relaxing time.
hill chaser. You got that luxury at the time.
That's what Dan Ontrop does.
Oh yeah, Dan Atrop.
And now I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, cool. We got an action-packed show tonight. We're going to have to jump into it because we have a special guest that is waiting on a phone call in about 2 minutes here. So we're going to have to give him a call, and then we're going to bring on our beloved Christina Seckinger, and she is...
Is it Seckinger? Is she selling like wedges and walkout kits now? Is she a part of the Steck brand? Is that her thing?
I always put a T in there just to piss her off. It's Seckinger.
It's kind of like Daniel with the Glexco.
Exactly. So we'll be bringing her on a little bit later in the show. She's going to talk to us about what she's doing with the competitions and why she's getting PDR training by all these different technicians or trainers throughout the country and possibly world. We're going to have to see if she's going to like travel across the Great Pond.
Wait, she's not getting trained by just one person?
No.
Oh, snap.
And that's what a lot of people don't know. So we're going to talk to her about that and find out if she's going for global domination or what.
Then we'll have some good old-fashioned smack talk about the competition.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. She's going to probably tell us who is the best trainer. No, we won't do that to her.
Well, she's not the only one in the tag team competition in this podcast.
Oh, that's
Wait,
right.
Who's doing it? John, are you doing it?
Eric and I are doing it.
No freaking way. Is that why Eric texted me about what knockdowns he should use?
He was like, I sent him photos of some new stuff. He hasn't fixed cars forever. I haven't fixed a car since October. We're both going to be running into that sucker doing some gnarly competition dance. It's so cold.
I got a few texts.
It's going to be amazing.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah,
to
maybe
see that now.
me and Vince should have joined, man. Why didn't we do that?
There might be one spot left. You should do it.
Oh man, I got enough going on. I'm
stuff.
cramming like 4 days into 2 days. I'm not even
All
gonna.
right, we better dial up.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Sheldon, yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's get Sheldon on the.
While y'all
horn
do
here.
that, I'll just let you know I didn't join the tag team competition because I just want everyone else to have a chance. You know, I didn't really.
It's really kind of you.
Yeah,
I'm just glad I could do that for you guys.
that's why I haven't done the Dent Olympics in the last 15 years that I've been going there. Yeah, I didn't want to.
Honestly, I don't do the Dent Olympics anymore because I don't know. I don't want to pay to fix a dent. Like 1 week away from it. I'm like, yeah, not doing it.
Okay,
we just
Daniel.
wanted to remind people that we come from the dent world.
Yeah.
This is Sheldon.
Mr. Sheldon, how are you?
Good. How about you guys?
Good. This is Vince D'Alessandro. You're on PDR Tool Time with Daniel Gromm and John and Hudson.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, we wanted to bother you for a little bit. This is MTE week. This airs on Tuesday, which is on the eve or cusp of MTE. So we just wanted to touch base and see what's going on with you guys and anything we could do to help you.
No, it's looking great. I saw you guys publish the schedule for what's going on in the playground area, so super excited about that. It looks jam-packed with content, so that's incredible.
Yeah.
And really, registration is just bumping. The floor plan is so full. I had another company sign up this morning, and I'm trying to find like a corner they can hide in because there's just no more room, and people still want to come in. So I really think this is going to be one blockbuster of a show.
I agree. What do you guys think?
So I've heard that you said that you've had record attendance so far, sign up?
Yep, we're pacing ahead of every year that we've ever had, so that's a great sign. I just went back to like 2018 when we were at the Caribe. I think the Caribe was probably the most attendance we've ever had, and we're ahead of that, so it's looking to be really great.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Well,
nice.
What's going to be different, you think? What has changed in the last 12 months, really? Because 12 months ago, we were at MTE at this time, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I think when people look back to the 2019 show, the biggest difference they're going to see is everything under one roof again, and that's going to be just the homey feeling that we're looking for. And, education's right by the Expo hall, where there's a lot more education than we've ever had because you have stuff going on the floor, which I kind of consider education and demonstration. Also, the meeting rooms will be going all day Friday and Saturday as well with either exhibitor sponsored or just real education. So there should be a little bit for everyone in there.
Yeah. Now, when do you actually get to Florida? Are you there now?
No, I will fly out Monday because I have to get the cars for the Dental Olympics.
Oh, right.
So me and a small team will go, and then we have to deal with draining the gas, stuff like that. So
yeah, there's some preparation to be done.
Wait, you have to drain the gas?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they can't have that much fuel in.
Yeah, so pretty much fire marshal law across the country. You can't bring a vehicle in a building unless it has less than a quarter tank of gas. So I'm really looking forward to electrical vehicles to be more popular. So.
Yeah. Well, the problem I have for the IMI booth is I have to get a hybrid. I'm going to have to drive like 700 miles to get down to a quarter before I even get there. So no either doubt. That or I hear Daniel could suck really hard through a hose. So I might have to.
Well, you know what? We can actually go to the Maikai, which is about $300 or 300-mile drive, and have a drink at the Maikai.
Where's that?
Tiki bar, and drive back.
Okay. All right.
I think Daniel's memory is always blurry until you have to remember where a tiki bar is located, even if it's 300 miles away.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So we're all really looking forward to MTE this year. We've been looking forward. We've been talking about it for the last 6 months, ever since Vegas. Vegas was fantastic. And, this is our big flagship one for our PDR industry. And we just, we love it. We talk about it all the time. And it's a way for us to get together and exchange tools and ideas and all sorts of good stuff. So I'm glad it's going to be bigger than better.
I'm really looking forward to it. Sure.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
No, what's going on?
Do we have anything new? Anything new and exciting that's going to be different than years previous?
Well, I think community night that you guys are part of sponsoring. That's kind of like our attempt to see how we can bring all the industries together and see how they can talk and mingle and maybe learn something from each other. So I'm really looking forward to that. And we're going to actually throw some food at it as well. So everyone come by, have free food, free drinks, and right after the show on Friday. So hope to see everyone out there and mingling.
Well, so we agree to
food and drinks, you said?
Yep. Decided today, actually sat down with some of my team members and we said, you know what, if we're going to do this, let's do it right. Let's get some free food out there as well. So
Nice. And that's going to be from 5 o'clock till 7, was it?
5 to 6:30-ish. I think a lot of us will be out there kind of partying all night, but other people will probably break off and, go have dinners and go do other things. So
Yeah. And then not to jump ahead to that, but the day before there still is the award ceremony that will be held for
correct.
For all that as well.
And we're also kind of celebrating our 20th anniversary there, so I might have a couple surprises for you there as well.
Shots?
Ooh. Shot.
That's awesome.
There's definitely beer and cake, though. I can announce that. There's definitely beer and cake.
Beer and cake.
Beer and cake. That's
You
exciting.
had me at cake.
Well, you can't go wrong with beer, and as long as it's chocolate cake, I'll be happy. Or red velvet.
Yeah, with a little of everything. And then also the other big new thing that the industry keeps talking about is this new tag team dent competition.
Yes.
So again, huge shout out to Alliance Dent Repair for helping us put this together. Kind of not last minute, but I mean, we only came up with it in October, maybe November.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, the chatter on Facebook is incredible, and can't wait to see some of these entrances and tag team songs and everything they're going to be doing.
Sheldon, this is one thing that I think, there has been no chatter about the Drunk Olympics. And that was, a little bit of a debauchery last year. But prior than that, it was fun times at the Carib, and they let us do it and all that fun stuff. But now, in my opinion, I think this is going to take place of the Drunk Olympics. Maybe.
I think it's going to be awesome. I mean, the teams they're taking it serious. They're still having they're obviously going to have a really good time with it. But I think at the end of the day, they're going to really be trying hard to win, because I mean, there's only going to be one true winner of the first tag team competition. So I'm really curious to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
Is there going to be any judgment on their outfits and what they're wearing?
I don't have that answer. The Alliance Dent Repair guys recruited the judges, so I kind of they're the experts. I let them roll with it. But there is the unspoken fourth judge that maybe the outfits and entrance.
There should be coordinated outfits.
Now, here's my question, though, because we have someone on the show that's going to be in this competition. Are pyrotechnics allowed for the entrance?
I can't say yes here, but if I don't see it, who knows?
Do it. Ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how hard it's going to be to find a Randy Savage outfit at this last hour?
I'm sure Amazon can have a few tomorrow.
I'm either going in as Randy Savage or Ric Flair. Woo!
But see, what you don't see, Sheldon, is that John has grown a full beard, and I think he's just playing us off right now. I think he's in full, getting prepared for a full costume. He's coming in as something like Paul Bunyan, I think.
I'm gonna be coming in as Gandalf. Watch me do some wizarding.
Right.
So one last question for you, Sheldon, because I know you've got a little bit of a time crunch here. So just in general, if you don't mind sharing, how many should we be maybe expecting this year, possibly?
I think we're going to get past, including the spouses, the exhibitors, everyone there. I think we're going to get past that 3,000 mark that we've kind of been stuck at before. So I'm hoping for about 3,500. That's really, I think the Carib in 2019, or 2018, which I think was our biggest show. We were at 2,900 something total people there. So I think we can get past that and get into that 3,500 area.
Was 2018 the year that we had two different buildings? Was that the?
Yes.
No,
that was that
an outside area kind of thing, and then
it was at the Carib. They had one regular floor, and then they had a a temporary structure outside tent thing. Yeah. There's still carpeted and all that, but I know.
Yeah.
That one wasn't my choice, but
personal opinion.
But you can blame me for last year at the convention center, though.
We want to thank you, Sheldon, for coming on and supporting us and letting us do the PDR Tool Time Playground. We really, really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And we just appreciate you as a promoter for the show. You've done a great job, and we can't wait for it this year.
Yeah, I'm with you. I can't wait. And honestly, we couldn't do it without guys like you that are out there spreading the word as well. So this is kind of a grassroots community. So it really helps that you guys love the show and promote it so much for us.
Yeah. 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 We do.
All right. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yep. Can't wait. Talk to you soon.
All right. Take care.
Okay.
Take care, Sheldon.
Take care.
All right. Bye now.
Yeah, I was just talking to a detailer this evening. That's actually what almost made me late for getting here. And telling about the playground, and it just blew his mind. So now he's going to be looking at going to MTE next year.
I was talking to a detailer today, John. Oh, sorry.
John, your internet's kind of weird.
You sound like a transformer dying.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. But hey, I was talking to my detailer today. I was at a shop doing a job, which this is the whole reason why we're doing our little get together after. Are we doing our get together after day 1 or day 2? Day one, right?
Yeah,
day
Friday
1.
night.
Yeah, after Friday,
5 to 6:30.
Friday night, as soon as the show's done, as soon as you walk out the doors, we will have kegs of beer and now food available. Yeah. And this is in hopes, and I think pints and polishes.
Pints and polishing.
They're going to be handing out some free, some really nice pint glasses as well, so that we can all enjoy some beer together and start networking with detailers. Because funny thing is, today I did a job at my detailer, a $400 job that the detailer went and sold for me because he does high-end detailing. I do high-end dent removal, and it all worked together. And that's what the point of this get together is.
Every dent guy needs a detailer.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. And I think Anson, I heard word that Anson's going to be throwing in some goodies too for that night as well. So,
man, if we only had somebody to ask about that.
Yeah, who can we
of
ask
Anson
about this? Is there someone that represents Anson coming on tonight?
Ladies and gentlemen, Christina.
Actually, we need the Rocky intro because Christina Seckinger, you didn't hear me earlier. I was picking on your name earlier.
How you doing, Christina?
I'm good. How are you, Daniel?
I'm good.
Thanks for joining us.
We're gonna
Thanks for having me.
We need to have your intro like the Rocky music or something.
Yeah, the clap was a little lame.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Called
Come
out.
on. Nobody else got clap and applause for coming in.
Yeah.
I just had to give Daniel a hard time.
She always gives me a hard time. She's always trying to wangle me.
Wangle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you've been training.
All right. Yeah,
I'm so excited to hear about your training. So who'd you start off with training with?
With Lee Roth, which
And how was that?
great.
And you've known Lee like almost your whole life, haven't you?
Yes. Well, since probably 12.
Yeah.
That's like 20 years. So
It's like 40 years, something like that. What? What's that face for?
Dang.
What is that face?
Man,
Why is she making a face?
wow. Somebody's getting slapped at this year's evening.
That's right. It's going to happen. Yes. So I've known Lee for a long time, and his shop is just down the street from Anson.
Yeah.
So, along with being somebody I know and trust, it's also been very convenient for me to pop in the morning, get some practice in for the Dent Olympics,
Yes.
and then be able to do my regular duties at Anson.
Now, let me ask you this. Has the training changed your thought process on what you carry in stock and how much of what you want to have in stock in the store now?
Not necessarily as far as what's in stock and how much is in stock, but actually what we carry.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I'm able to actually put into practical explanations to customers how to use products because now I've done it and I am doing it and I can put all the pieces together. Whereas before, it was mainly, well, what's a bestseller? Now I can actually relate to what my customers need.
Okay. Let me wrap this
like,
around.
man.
Let me wrap this around you as a intimidation factor now, because before it was what's the hot seller and we'll sell your tools, and now it's like, okay, you come and see Christina with your tool and she's going to take it and she's like, all right, well, she's going to go over to the hood and see if it actually works, right?
I've been doing that.
Right. And could you imagine that
last
poor
couple
vendor?
weeks.
It was like, oh my God, she knows how to fix dent.
Our listeners can't see the smile on her face when she talks about dents.
Yeah.
She just gets all bright and cheery eyed. Oh, it's exciting.
It's kind of weird. It's really great because whenever we've talked to Christina in the past, like even personally, you can always, she's in the dent removal business. She sells the tools, but like there's always a little bit of that disconnect there because she didn't quite grasp the concept yet of like what it is we do. Like she knows what we do, but like once you put your hands on a tool and you try to fix a dent, it changes everything, right, Christina?
Yeah, absolutely. And you actually nailed it on the head as to why I started training, like why I decided, I need to do this to serve Anson better. serve Anson better, I have to relate to my customers more. To relate to them more, I got to push dents.
Yeah.
So then did learning to fix dents change your opinion of some of the tools that you do carry? Like, hey, this tool now makes a lot more sense, or I really don't understand why this one sells.
I haven't had that yet. Why something doesn't sell. No, I haven't had that yet, but I understand why different tools work for different people.
Yeah.
What works for me doesn't necessarily work for the other person being trained next to me.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
body's different. My ability's different. And that's everybody.
The way you see the damage is different, and that dictates where the tool tip goes.
Which is why I have glasses now.
Yes.
Yeah. So
you have glasses.
Yeah.
Yes, I have glasses now. I was a few days in and Mr. Roth said, when did you get your eyes checked last? And I said, never. You should do that. So I got glasses, and that was, I don't know, probably 2 weeks after that. And he even let me know, like, whenever I got them and had them for a few days, he said, you're going a lot faster and extremely accurate with glasses.
I do know that now that you are a official dent person. You're not a dent guy. You're a dent girl. I don't know. A dent person. You're a dent fixerer.
Yeah, we're politically correct. We're a dent person, right?
Yeah, you're a dent person. So now you realize why you got to sell all those inspection wedges. I mean, it's just
that's true.
You understand now.
Got to be able to see in there.
Yeah.
Very smooth product placement there.
No, not one bit. Who sells that?
He has no shame at all.
All right. Now let's get into some competition talk, because it's it's going to be some smack talk time. But all right, newbie, are you a little bit intimidated going into the competition? You're coming out of training. You're going to go right into the hot seat. You're going into the hot seat, kind of a double whammy. Has there been a woman in our Dent Olympics before?
I was told that I will be the first female to compete in the Dent Olympics.
That was my thoughts.
And who's your partner?
I'm thinking that's badass.
My partner is a guy named Craig Dyer. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's kind of a big deal.
So wait, this will probably be the first father-daughter thing combo too.
Oh,
You're
definitely.
breaking so many things.
You're breaking barriers.
Yeah.
You're breaking mold. You're doing the family thing, and then you're like the first female to compete. I think that's badass.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to.
There's no pressure, you know.
No
There's
pressure.
lots of pressure. Don't screw it up.
You can. There's a ton of pressure on me. I got to not get beat by a girl.
Yeah. I can't wait to kick your ass, John.
She's probably going to kick my ass. I haven't fixed a dent in forever, and I have no time to practice.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
so
a keyboard
buried
pusher
in trying
now,
to get
John.
stuff done. I know.
Guys,
I've been pushing buttons.
Who am I?
Now, Christina, are you going to have coordinated outfits?
We will be matching.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Is it sparkly?
God,
Is it
it's
sparkly?
getting harder
Like
for
to
me.
know, Hudson.
Is there glitter involved? Oh, I'd love to see Craig in a tutu.
Hudson, get your
I just don't know
head
how to
out of the
respond to
gutter.
that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, that would never happen.
Yeah, none of us did, because I was thinking,
Okay,
crap,
but
I have a tutu.
when Craig fixes dents, does he still wear the flip-flops?
Gotta be there to see it.
Oh, or does he level up to Crocs? He probably goes Crocs.
Oh,
With socks.
no, he doesn't. No.
He doesn't wear anything but flip flops.
He got his steel toe flip-flops on.
Yeah.
He
Well, I'm
wears the best
I'm really
flip-flops
kind of
in the world too.
I'm actually really pumped about this one, because you're going to be in there, Christina, and I think it's going to make
thanks,
for
John.
just a badass level of competition. I think it's going to really, I think just having you and Craig being in there is going to push everybody else to work that much harder, because you're coming out of training, and then you're going to do some of what has been known as some of the worst dents to repair. straight out of training. And that means you're going to be competitive.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now I got an idea. Let's call another shit talker that had just texted me like a half hour ago, because he's putting a lot of crap on the internet right now about how he's, posing with trophies and stuff with his tag team partner. Let's get him on and hear the three of these guys go at it.
Okay.
Let's see if he'll answer. This is kind of a surprise call, so we'll see if he actually will answer.
While we're waiting for that, hey, Christina, do you need a hype?
Call, but if you leave your name, number, and a
bummer.
brief message, I will get back to you as soon as I.
That was
Who was it?
Mr. David White from Dent Wizard. Went straight to voicemail, darn it.
Hey, Christina, I'm just offering my services for you. Just so you know, if you need a hype man on your way to the arena, I can bring a megaphone. I could be your hype man. If y'all need a hype man before you enter that arena, I can do it. I would.
You be there at 9:50 because we go on at 10 on Friday.
Okay.
You guys
I
are.
want to be your corner coach. I want to have like the little stool. I want to be able to flap a
spit bucket
towel at you.
Craig needs
spit
to
in the bucket.
Yeah, Craig. Yeah.
All right, so you guys are coming in right as Eric and I are walking out. We go in at 9 because we had to be available to open our booth because we're not going to have the big staff. So we're doing right away at 9.
Get them warmed up for me.
Yeah. No, I think this is going to create just such an awesome level. And I think it's absolutely great that the Anson family, the actual family, is going to be in there crushing dents, using their own tools. Speaking of tools, I'm probably going to need to swing by the booth and borrow some.
Yeah, that's like our 10th request this week of, hey, by the way, come on, get what you need.
Now, who else, Christina? Who else have you trained with anybody else yet?
Just Lee and my dad, Craig. And the week after, the week we're back from Orlando, I go to Mr. Toledo's for a week.
Nice.
For training.
Anything else after that?
You really should come up and visit me and let me train you too.
I know. I will.
You need a 2-day crash course on motorcycle.
Yeah.
I do.
Definitely.
I do.
Now, how was it training with your dad? What was that like?
Good. So my dad is a hail guy, right? So I've been training mostly with Lee on door dings, things like that. But then my dad's able to bring a hail car in and show me kind of his life, if you look at it that way, and how he repairs and helps me see things differently. Because I'm trying to wrap my head around, I've got to serve my hail customers and my route guys, door dingers, for lack of better terms.
Yeah. Did you realize there was that big a difference between doing door dings versus hail?
No. Not until training.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. It's like two different sets of sciences because those door dents have those hard lines into them. They have the scratches. They're generally a little bit deeper. And then the hail is just a little more uniform and pattern. And it's just see a dent.
And quicker. You're trying to repair at a pace, Yeah. And I've been able to see that, my dad's been able to show me how he does things. And I've been able to see why my dad's shoulder's so bad because now I've put my body through the ringer. Now I've had the calluses on my hands and the upper body strength that I thought I had. No, it doesn't compare to what you need for this.
Yeah, it's all about the repetition, and when you get away from it for a while, that's why it's important for you. And you've been keeping at it. You've been going back to Lee and getting updated and
every week.
Every week you go to keep your body fit because you get away from this for a few days, a week, especially when you're new, you could forget a lot. And your muscle memory goes away and things like that. Even for John would probably be a third of his speed if he was to go back and fix a hill car right now.
It'd take me 3 weeks to get fully back up to speed.
Yeah. So,
right now,
that's why I tell customers all the time, they want to be like, oh yeah, I could do this. And, I could be a weekend warrior and this and that. And I see it with PDR Tool Time, letting people in. It's like, oh yeah, I'm curious about becoming a technician. I want to work on my own cars. I let them in, it's for them to see what our world is like. Most of them get out after, seeing what we're like anyways.
Yeah. And then Daniel, motorcycles take it to a whole nother level because you got to twist in an even more bizarre, and you're pushing in a more bizarre pattern to get in on the motorcycles, aren't you?
Yeah. And there's a lot of different techniques that I've discovered over time working on them. But I've got to tell you, Christina, I have such more respect for you right now. I'm just like glowing because that you're doing this. It just excites the hell out of me.
Daniel's going to cry.
You're doing this.
He's going to cry.
And I want to
We're going to make him cry.
He's going to cry. Come on.
I really want to commend you. I'm really, really proud of you. Doing this.
Thank you. It's been so much fun, and I feel like I'm addicted to it now. Because now I have the curse of seeing dents on every car I'm parked next to, and it's driving me crazy. Yes! And I cannot handle it. The Costco parking lot is like my nightmare right now.
Now, let me ask you this. Have you dreamt about dents?
Well, yeah. Every day.
That's what hit me is I remember dreaming about dents in my dreams when I first started training.
Yeah.
And thinking through, you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and you think through all the ways you would push that dent that you saw on that last car on your way home at the stoplight.
Yeah.
What would I do?
And then when you actually,
I wouldn't have to take the belt mold.
Yeah. And then once you get into the more complicated damage, then it becomes almost like a puzzle. Like, okay, where do you unlock the metal first? What do I knock down? What do I push up first? And then you now get to become part of like this weird kind of group of people where you get these big complex looking damage. And then now you can have like a full on 10 to 15 minute conversation with another guy. Like, yeah, I would start here and push this up and then go down here. I'd put heat here. And then all these weird conversations. Now you get to totally take.
All makes sense.
And then next thing you know, you have your own podcast and you're telling people how to do it.
Is that how it worked, Vince?
Pretty much. Yeah. That's how I got here.
Yeah. It's not like we're good at it.
My first week, I think I was calling Vince on my way home, going through like Anson checklists. And so he went through and was drilling me on questions about like training and dents, and I passed. So I felt like that was a good week.
Okay. Do you have, for everyone listening, I had to leave for a potty break for a second there. Okay. So I came back. So forgive me if this has been asked. Do you have a favorite knockdown so far?
To be honest, the only knockdown I have used has been the tequila square knockdown with multiple different tips.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the square, do you have a preferred tip?
So I've been using, and I'm going to probably say the wrong name, so y'all can correct me.
Yeah.
The little edgy one. What's the little one?
The Pee-wee?
The Pee-wee? Is it metal or is it plastic?
It's metal. No, it's metal.
It's metal. Okay. And it's a polished chrome tip.
It's just like short.
Okay. And is it? Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. I'm a terrible tool advertiser right now because I don't know the name of that, but that's one I've been using. And the low rise peak tips that we have, I've been using those two the most.
Okay.
The raw peak, the cream looking ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Now,
that's what I'm taking 3 of those.
What is what has been once again, forgive me if this has already been asked. What was the most difficult part of the training for you?
The most difficult part has been getting used to the light and where I need it to be, and having to constantly readjust as I need to, and knowing when I need to readjust.
Have you tackled any body line dents yet?
Yes.
Awesome. Have you used any blending hammers yet?
Yes.
And what blending hammer are you preferring?
The only one I've used has been the Dentman hammer.
Okay, with the The Dentman hammer being the which
Dentman Tools, the 18-inch one.
Okay, and what team do you have?
Well, I will tell you that okay. So technically, I have all the teams because I could just pick one, to use.
Yeah.
Shelf. But my team is going to be Texas A&M. So.
Oh, okay. Does he have an A&M hammer?
Yeah.
No way. That's awesome.
Yeah way.
He has all of them.
Okay,
Yeah,
so here we go. John has our internet guy has pulled up some the website here for us. Which one is it?
Edgy Tools.
Edgy
so
Tools.
Which one of the Pee-wee tips?
Probably the low profile clown.
No, it's
go down.
Stainless.
Go down.
Metal.
I think I see it right. The woodpecker, the little pecker. Go back up. The $35 woodpecker. That little guy right there.
No.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
all
really?
right. So the woodpecker.
No caps. I haven't used the caps.
You haven't used the caps yet.
Mm-mm.
That's the little.
How
pecker.
are you doing finding crowns? Can you see some of the subtle crowns and things like that, or smiles? What do you call it? What do you mean?
Crowns.
Crowns.
Yes.
So what are you using for whenever it comes to crown work?
That's where I've been using that low rise tip I was saying. I believe it's the medium.
Okay. Have you tried using your blending hammer on that yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I have.
Awesome.
Yes,
I would. When it comes to crown work, I'm just going to recommend that you try out Daniel Gromm's hammer.
Okay.
It might be too heavy for her, though.
Well,
it might
just
be.
because she's a woman doesn't mean it's too heavy.
It's heavy for me at times.
I will say because I had different blending hammers. Maybe I didn't use them, but just holding them, I was like, no, I can't do this.
So that's the thing about the Gromms. The first time I held the Gromm hammer, I was like, I'm going to get arthritis. But then I used it, and what I realized is that the hammer just does the work for me.
Yeah.
So,
but you have to build up that muscle.
Drop it. You just drop it on.
You just let it do its work for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just try it.
I'll do it.
This is a tool show, so we're talking tools now. So
yeah. No, you know what, Daniel?
Got you.
I use your hammer all the time. So the only problem is it's the forearm. It bothers my forearm after a while because I'm weak and feeble and old.
You are weak and feeble, you old man.
And
I used it today. It didn't bother me one bit. You know why? Because the hammer did the work for me, you old man.
Well, I already have arthritis.
Arthritis?
Arthritis?
Yes, with my diabetes.
Okay, well, I am going to try Daniel Gromm's hammer next.
Yes, give it a whirl.
You're welcome.
Try it on the crowns. Yeah.
Try it on the crowns. The crowns.
And
yes.
You can take the tip.
We got it. The crowns.
The hammer part off and put it on a lighter hammer if you want.
No, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah. But that big, huge pancake looking thing, dude.
Yeah.
Money all day long.
Okay.
Even
I
on
have not
Sunday.
used a pancake tip yet. So
Yeah. It's a learning curve, but it's fantastic.
So Christina,
what has been? Sorry, go ahead, John.
After MTE, so you're gonna head out. You're gonna do some stuff with Mike Toledo. Now, are you gonna try to do some training on big dents?
I'm sure at some point, not that week with Mike Toledo, we're going to be doing line board training.
Oh dear.
Which I've already been doing some. And then he had asked me like what my goal was, coming to him after having gone through training already. And what I need to focus on next is the last 15 to 10% of a dent, getting that completed to perfection.
Yep. That is what separates the great dent guys from the decent dent guys is that last 10 to 15%. And I really love the fact I feel Mike does a great job being very intuitive and asking the right questions. Like the fact that he asks you that, like, okay, what do you want from this? What is your goals? How do you want to get to that? I feel like most dent trainers, my assumption is they just say, all right, here you go, push up the lows and knock down the highs. Do.
Mike has a very different approach to training than anybody else.
He's talked more people out of training.
His training for the first time, and I was like, really? That's the way you do it? Wow, that's different. And I think his training actually accelerates your abilities much faster.
Yeah,
except in a lot of ways.
Well, and he's talked more people out of taking his training than he's actually trained. I mean, he puts them through the ringer before they even try and sign up or pay him a penny. He's
Yeah,
like,
because he cares. He
Nice.
cares about what he's doing.
yeah.
Yeah. He's going for results.
Yeah. No, I haven't personally been able to be a part of this training. Heck, I mean, I would love to do what you're doing, Christina. It'd be awesome to see how these men who are known as really great trainers and see how they train. I would love to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after you hit up Mike, what's your plans after Mike? Do you have any plans yet or not really? I know you have some in your sights.
Well, I know I'll be training at some point with Don Cavanaugh. We need to sync up our calendars.
Oh.
The hard part is not too long, honestly. After Toledo's, it's going to be hail season.
Yeah.
And
You'll be busy.
hopefully Anson will be busy. So that's the juggling act with what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. And
Are you going to try to get trained by Stanliner?
That's a good idea.
You should go to. I mean, where are they? Where are they at? Lithuania? Where are they? I'm sorry, I'm so offending someone so much right now.
That's right.
Where are they located? Is it Lithuania?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah, go me.
But I think they're trying to get.
Yeah,
Good
you should do
idea. I
that.
should do that.
Honestly, I would go to Bryce Kelly.
I don't think Bryce does
He
training.
he doesn't
yet.
train.
No.
No, but I would go shadow him for a day,
Yeah.
or two, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. True
Bryce,
story.
He's exceptional. For
Well, you
lot
do
of
have to
different
keep
reasons.
in mind that Christina is not trying to make a career out of fixing dents for a living.
Right.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So
Yes, that's true. Actually,
But
the
doing
question I've received during this is, oh, are you quitting Anson to go chase hail? No, I am not. That is not happening.
Yeah.
until
the idea is to be more informed about the products that you sell and how to use those same products. And
Yeah.
that's why I asked about big dents, because big dents do require different techniques and different tooling.
Yeah.
So
Now, a couple core questions. One more question is, what is the largest dent you fixed so far?
The largest dent I have fixed so far was last week doing Dent Olympics training.
I heard about this one.
Yeah. I told my trainer, give me the worst case scenario for Dent Olympics. And he did. And that was probably the biggest one and the deepest and the worst I've done, to be honest. Let that one get away from me a little.
But you put your board up
Yeah,
really
happens.
close to start it, and you slowly moved it away and got to the
Moved it
deepest,
away.
all the fun stuff. Okay.
Yep. I
Yeah.
learned from that. That's for sure. I
Yeah,
tried
for
to do too much too fast. And
Mhm.
that's, no, didn't work.
you'll learn more from your mistakes than you do from your perfection.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Why?
What's your last question, Hudson?
You're going about it right. That's what I like.
Yeah, I totally forgot my next question. That's just my brain. Thanks.
All right. So you don't have to answer this one, but you already talked about that last 10 to 15% being your problem area. So are you and Craig practicing with him doing finish work, getting that last 10% for the competition?
So
Don't answer that. John's just trying to get see, that's John
competing
He's trying to
against
get.
you.
He
Don't-
is,
yeah.
he is.
Don't
Don't
answer
fall into
that.
that trap.
He's trying to get my trade secrets just to be fresher than him on the bench.
That's right.
How dare
trying
you,
to wangle
John?
you.
We're on to
He
you,
is. He's
John.
trying to wangle me.
What a wangler.
Hang it.
You're on your own, John. See if
I'm
I
on my-
have any tools.
Well, I was counting on Eric being able to finish my last 10%, but he hasn't fixed a dip longer than me. So we're hoping to finish each other's work.
Oh, God.
But seriously, overall, we are going to put out our best effort. You know that. But we are going to have so much fun. And today we were
That's
even
what it's counting.
practicing not just the dent part of the Dent Olympics, but the fun part that we will also be judged on.
The coordinated dance?
That could
Matching bikinis.
that somebody could do. Why are you always trying to wangle me, Daniel?
Right?
Now I want to see your
Well,
dad in a bikini.
Craig.
That's why.
That's going to be awful if I have to wear a bikini. Have you seen how pale I am? Can you imagine that? Somebody's going blind.
Well, there's
You
definitely
might
no
need to get
tan
some
lines.
Self-tanner, yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
I
let's
forward to
switch
this.
gears here a little bit. Anson going to be there, fully loaded, right?
Yep.
Big
And
booth.
are you excited about that part?
Yeah, really excited. We're going to be in like 3 or 4 different spots. So if I'm bouncing around, just know that I'm hopping around all the different booths and doing all the things, plus killing dents at the Dent Olympics.
Now, what do you mean you're going to be in multiple spots?
So we have a booth that's right near the Dent Olympics, and that's going to be like our retail booth, like sales going in and out of there. And then we have another booth that's going to have hood setup with demos of our products. We'll have Bay Tag will be there with us doing hot box demos. They usually come every year and help us out with MTE. And then our van is going to be in the PDR Tool Time Playground. Chris's van will be there, as well as Chad with Autel is going to be there answering, excuse me, all of the questions regarding scanning equipment. And we also have the IMI booth. So we're kind of all over the place.
Let's talk about the scanners for a quick second. Are we going to be able to buy scanners while we're there?
Yes. Yes.
And
Are we going to be able to take them home with us, or are you just going to deliver them to our home?
Either way.
Yeah, either way. We'll have some with us, and then if somebody wants them shipped, we can do that.
Cool. And any show specials for such scanners, or no?
No, not on the scanners. There will be show specials on the Trifecta trigger.
Okay.
the best
The new glue gun
ever.
The new glue gun.
Yes.
I haven't got my hands on this, but I've heard so much
It's amazing.
goodness about
Well, I have been training with this, and
it. Okay.
yeah.
We haven't even, did we talk about, okay, we got to have you back on once you're done with all your training, because we could ask some, it's so cool to have like a conversation with someone that's going through this, because it's been so long since we all went through that. Like I have vague memories of that. It's cool to kind of reminisce and go through it with someone. Oh, do you remember, how'd you attack crowns, or did you put your board up close and then move for that? Anyways.
Yeah, and I've had so many encouraging text messages, like everything. David White being one of them. Is he going to call back? Are we going to talk to him?
I texted him. He hasn't called me back or anything. He might be sleeping. It's 3 hours ahead.
What a dork. How dare you, David White?
Yeah.
You owe me a hug.
Want a smack talk.
Yeah, but I will say every week I've gotten several like people checking in on my training, like how are you doing? Like how's it going? You know, thinking about you. Hey, here's a tip.
Yeah.
You know, I've had people send me videos of, hey, try something this way. So anyway,
Well,
it's been.
I know, Christina, you've been
system.
a long time avid listener of PDR Tool Time. So
Yeah.
I know that you have lots of tech tips that you've heard throughout the years.
Yeah.
So we need to actually start doing that some more, because I know it's a segment that a lot of people liked for years. We did. I think we did it for 2 years straight, pretty much. Every episode, one of us would have, or all of us would have a tech tip. So you walked away with 3 tech tips. So you're going to have to go back and re-listen to some of those episodes there and get some tech tips.
I actually have a tech tip. Can I give it?
Let's hear it.
Oh, this is awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
I have a tech tip.
Best episode
Okay.
ever.
Whenever you are trying to change a handle on a door tool, specifically in this case I'm talking about, it was a Gorilla Grip. Make sure you're turned away from the vehicle while changing these handles, because you will possibly drop it and you will possibly make more work for yourself.
Or scratch it, right? And then you can't fix it.
Okay, wait, hold on. So I need you to explain this a little bit more. I personally do not have a Gorilla Grip. So when you say, explain that a little bit more. So
Okay, so I was pushing the button at the top of the handle to release it from the tool.
The shaft.
Top. And I was facing the door, like right at it. And then as soon as I released, my hands, kind of fell with the tool that was sharp at the end.
Right
Hit
into
the door. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You turn away from the vehicle whenever you're messing with your tools and readjust things.
So with the Gorilla Grip,
All
can
right,
you
wait?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, John.
Does this mean you've been practicing with Lee Ross' new tools?
Actually, I have not.
How dare he?
I know, so rude.
What a jerk.
Rude.
Well,
So
I'm
bad
really
on
looking
me.
forward. I really wanted to hear something about them tools,
I
man. They
got 'em.
pretty badass.
They look sexy. They
I
look
got
Looks
'em.
really good. Unfortunately, I can't.
I got
record
'em.
this. Oh, there you go. Ask
Really?
Vince.
They do not fit the Gorilla Grip. That's all I wanted to say.
They don't?
Oh,
No, they do not. They do
I
not.
thought the Gorilla Grip was basically, because it's a B&D tool, not an A1 tool.
Well, no, it's designed off of the A1, but for some reason there's something interchangeable that's not interchangeable with the ball that's in the Gorilla Grip that holds it into place. Yes, there's a little bit of different mechanics going on.
But
Well,
on a side
then-
note, sorry, go ahead, John.
no. Finish.
Yeah,
Chris.
on a side note, those new handles from B&D on those new tools for Lee, they look really nice. Vince, how do they feel?
They feel really nice. They're really nice. They are. The pistol grip is exceptionally done, and same with the T handle. They're really nice from B&D.
Okay.
and
Are those tools getting to that top of the door really good?
You know what? I've had them for less than 24 hours, so I can't answer that question. I haven't got to the top of the door because I haven't stuck
That's
one
what
down.
I was hoping Christina
I'm
could answer.
sorry. I'm failing you right now.
Can that T handle be extended? Does he have the ability to like screw on an extension like the Gorilla Grip can?
Absolutely, yeah. You can make it as long as you want. It's all 5/16, 18th thread. So you could make it as long as you want, or put a ball on the end, or whatever you want.
Awesome.
I have used. He has a spoon, which I used all day today, doing push to paint. And I also used his hail bar, which is fantastic. He's got these upper door braces and lower door braces. And when he handed it to me, I did not use it in his intended way. He wanted me to go down through the brace and come up on it. And I'm like, no, I'm going to slip it behind the brace from the top. And what it did was I was able to use the face of it and make soft pushes with this tool on a soft dent and move a lot of metal really quick, and then go under the brace and use it and finish it off with the tip. So he's like, oh, I never even thought of using it like that. I'm like, see, that's why you got to get it out to many dent technicians, because we'll show you, how we do it, and everyone's different. And there's so many different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that Christina can now understand what we're talking about in all this.
Right?
I know.
I
it's
get
very
the
exciting.
lingo now.
You get it.
Get it.
Yeah.
Boom.
And
Well,
one-
gentlemen?
I want to bring up one other thing. So I'm releasing a new tool design from Blehm. It's going to be called the Whale Hook. So look forward to those. They're an upper brace tool.
Just call it
that's
Ishmael.
forged with a whale tail on it. What?
I said, just call it Ishmael.
That's what I
No. You,
All right, and you're going to be
Nerd joke. Nerd
you have
joke.
these all over the tool time playground, right, Daniel? For guys to
they're-
come
they'll
in
be
and
available
see how
for you
those
guys
get
to
into
try
the upper
out.
brace.
They look super impressive. Basically, it's an upper door hook tool, but with a whale tail attachment. So it's thin and gets in there really simple and easy.
Well, if you think about that upper brace tool, when you're twisting a regular tool, what are you twisting on? You're twisting on nothing. And just a whale tail just made so much sense. And been working on this. We went through about 4 or 5 prototypes before we got it figured out right. And I actually just got them today. And I'm like, I called them up right away. I said, Mark, you got it. You nailed it. These are a go. Make them happen. So I don't know how many are going to be available. He's working so hard at Blehm, trying to get as many of these out. So honestly, go to Blehm and buy them as soon as you can. They're $270 for a set, which is a bargain, and get them while they're hot.
Yeah, and take that seriously, gentlemen, because when we were at Mobile Tech Vegas, you said that about the balloon tips, and those things went like they were practically sold out before the show even started.
Yeah.
So that's true.
Yeah,
Well, I
Christina,
wanna
do you have
add
any?
one thing?
Go ahead.
And women.
What? You were breaking
What?
up.
Hudson said, gentlemen and women,
Okay.
because
Your internet
changing the
sucks.
Your
face.
internet's horrible.
Yeah.
Change the face.
Okay, I get it.
So, Christina, let me ask you this. We're seeing you live here, and You must be a dent woman because you're no longer wearing your wedding ring. You're wearing a silicone ring, so you don't screw up your finger. That's the first thing I noticed.
Well, okay, yeah, I've actually been wearing a silicone ring for a while because
Prove it. Can you prove it?
I can look back at old pictures because just handling tools at Anson, I don't want my wedding ring,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
being all that metal all the time.
Yeah. And now let me ask you this. What do you think is going to be the hot Anson tool? I have my impression what's going to be hot at MTE this year.
At MTE?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely the glue gun. Definitely the trifecta trigger.
Yeah. So
what is that going for?
$140.
Oh.
Cheap.
Now here's the deal. You buy it at Mobile Tech Expo and it's $140, and you will also get 2 bags of glue with that. Okay. And you could either get it at the Anson booth or the Elimident booth, and you'll get 2 bags of glue. One's going to be the cold glue, the tequila cold glue, and one's going to be the hot tequila glue.
And I will say this.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll say this. Craig sent me this cold glue because Craig's a stud like that. And gentlemen, ladies, John, I've been using it, and there was days where it was in the 30s and 40s here, and I was using that glue, and it was not breaking into small pieces. It was still coming off in one solid piece in that temperature. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it is good. I've been using it. It's been in the 50s here in Southern California for 2 weeks now, and I've been using the cold glue. It's very good. Now, Craig even said himself, you know what? If it shouldn't be your first cold glue, but if your cold glue that you're using every day is not working, then you switched over to the tequila cold glue and it will work. So it's another option. It's another tool in your bag that you could go and grab when whatever's not working. Because I tend to use tequila. I use hog glue, and I'll use glue tracks and root beer. And sometimes those just don't work, and that's when I've been grabbing for the tequila hot or cold glue, and it works just fine.
Now, when you guys say cold glue, you mean cold weather.
Cold weather glue, correct. Sorry.
Yeah, cold weather.
Thank you for correcting me there. That's a good point. So there's the hot weather glue, cold weather glue, and the collision glue, which we haven't even talked about either.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to messing with that.
Yep. So, all right, we need to wrap it up. We've been talking here for just about an hour. This has been episode 205. Isn't that right, Daniel? Are you still with us? Yeah?
Yep.
So,
Christina, I want to thank you for coming on and just ingratiating us with your presence.
Thank you for having me, guys.
We appreciate you. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Yes, you will.
Yes.
Excited.
So,
all right, guys, remember, go to MTE, buy some whale hooks, and level up your tools.
Don't do stupid stuff.
And remember to keep it stiff. Thanks for listening.
Visit AnsonPDR.com for the largest selection for just about all your PDR tools, where you'll find hog glue and hog tabs.
Mobile Tech RX, the app that helps you make more money.
Don't forget to grab your Magnatech mat, available at most PDR tool distributors. Thanks for listening.